Hello everybody, Jeff with a Greener View. We've got an old apple tree here that has a problem. Windstorm blew a large chunk of the branch off the end. There was some decay starting there to begin with from some wounds, and the weight of the apples and the wind caused it to rip. Now we only have 2 suckers growing on this entire thing, so there's really no reason to keep this branch. And it's got a lot of decay starting now where the tear is from the branch that broke off. So we want to remove this branch. Now the old-fashioned way would be to put a saw into the crotch here and cut way down. That's what happened on this large branch. It was a kind of a vertical cut which left a large wound, and if you did that on here you would end up with a very large wound. And we don't want to do that. We want to cut off much closer to being perpendicular to this to leave a very small circle of a wound area like we did on that far cut. So what we're going to do on this one is not cut completely horizontal because we want the water to drain off, so it'll be at a slight angle. Now, when you're cutting off large branches, whether you're cutting it in pieces or cutting it off with the trunk here, we want to use 3 cuts. One from the bottom, and one from the top slightly farther out, and then the 3rd cut to remove the stub that's left. We do that because if you were to start cutting down on this, the weight of the branch would rip down across the bark and you would end up with a much larger tear and a bigger wound that would decay. So we don't want to do from the top down. If we start from the bottom up, we create a cut that will stop that rip. So on the 2nd cut, being slightly farther out, when it comes down, they'll meet and the branch will drop right off and it will not tear down through. And then the 3rd cut is to remove the stub. So it's a real simple process to remove large branches like this. 3 cuts, one from the bottom, one from the top slightly out, and then removing the stub. And that's all there is to cutting off a large branch. And appreciate your watching. This has been a Greener View.